We got the trash. We got the trash. We got the trash. Yeah, we got the trash. We got the trash. We got the trash. Our trash is your treasure. We got the trash. We got the trash. We got the trash. The raccoon kings are your treasure. So listen to our trash. So we listen to our trash.
Welcome back, Trash and Talk. This week we have a retired sanitation worker, 20 and out guy, Brooklyn guy. Started the DSNY Boxing team, and now he's doing a little something to help people get a little healthy in their lives. Tom Scoza is with us today. Tom, welcome.
Thank you, Tom. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me, guys.
How you doing, man? Congrats on retirement.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Few months in, almost a year.
It's crazy. You grind for 20 years and now you don't got to set an alarm clock.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
You don't know what to do with yourself now.
It's amazing.
But do you have that feeling because it takes a little time where you're like, wait, am I supposed to be doing something today?
The first 2 weeks are weird, dude.
It's hard, right?
Yeah, you're just sitting there like, wake up. I'm supposed to be at work right now.
Yeah.
Then you get used to it. Now I like to do things. You know what I mean? Like, remember, I don't know, did you guys work with 5 to 1 at all?
No. Yeah, a little bit. No, we did. COVID.
I wasn't working COVID. I was retired already.
The first COVID you were retired?
Yeah. How many COVIDs did you get?
I worked at, there was two rounds of COVID. I was there for the first round.
Yeah, that 5 to 1 really kills your life, man. So it's like, anytime anybody wants to do something, like on a Friday night, Saturday night, any night, they're like, oh, you want to, I used to be like, oh my God, I just want to go home.
Yeah.
You want to be asleep by 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. So now I'm just hang out. Got a good group of dads where I live now. So
let me ask you something. The first 2 weeks, that was your first 2 weeks where you didn't do anything?
Yeah, I didn't do anything.
It's amazing when you're not doing anything, how quick the day could go by, correct?
It does go by quick, but I stay busy though.
No, I'm saying when those 2 weeks, if you didn't do anything, like you were just chilling out, right? Oh, I'm retired. This is a weird feeling. I don't have to go to work. And then all of a sudden, because I don't work, right? Mm-hmm. So if I don't schedule stuff for me to do during the day gets away from me really fast and you get nothing done.
I'm like a routine guy. I've always been, even with this job. I do the route, go to the gym, go take a nap. When it was 5 to 1, I had to get to sleep. So now I wake up, get the kids to school, go to the gym for 2 hours, come back, eat. I do a housewife duties now. I'm like, I keep the wife happy, dishes clean, and then next thing you know, kids are ready for school. Like, got to pick them up, and then baseball, cheerleading, driving all over. So I stay busy.
Busy, man.
Yeah, everyone says like, "Oh, you're not bored." I'm like, I'm not bored at all. I'm just not tired anymore.
No, exactly. But you're retired in November.
Yeah.
So the weather's not great. No. I mean, if you're retired in like June, July, you'd probably be at the beach every day.
That's what I'm trying to. I just got to this, and you know how many people offered me jobs like before the summer started? I'm like, no, dude. I was like, wait until the end of the summer. Yeah.
It's my first summer off. Let me enjoy it. Yeah. And let me take the real retirement in. Exactly. So where were you born and raised, Tom?
Born in Brooklyn, raised in Brooklyn. Yep. And then met my wife and stuff, came to Jersey, but mostly Brooklyn. Did a little 2 years in Staten Island, I think. But as far as sanitation, I've pretty much been in BK7 the whole time.
Yeah.
Started in Bronx 6A for 2 months, and then I transferred and got lucky. 20 kids out of class came right to BK7. So I had
nice
20 guys beat right off the bat, which was good.
What was your job before sanitation? What did you do for a living?
I worked at a restaurant in Bay Ridge.
Okay.
Skinflint's, it's called.
Skinflint's.
Yeah.
That's a good place, brother.
Yeah. I was a
good hamburger, right? Best hamburger in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I was a busboy there, waiter there, bartender there. I did 20 years there too. I worked 2000 to 2020.
That's a big hangout for sanitation guys. A lot of sanitation guys.
Yeah, they would all come see me. A bunch of sanitation worker guys. They still work there and stuff like that. It's a good side gig. Yeah. It's a good time.
Cool, man.
So what year did you take the test?
I don't even know. So I got on 2005, whatever test that was. I was 17.
Well, so it took you how many years?
I think 3 years to get it. I don't remember, when I was 16, 17, my mother was and my father, they made me take every single test. I think I took bridge and tunnels, corrections, FDNY, everything except for cop. I didn't want to be a cop.
Yeah,
but I took it all, and then I went to CSI, I went to Kingsborough, and then I remember I was 20 years old, and they made the call. The call came to take the medical, had to stop smoking, get ready because you're 20 years old. I'm in college, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, and then I took that, and then I think August 2005.
I'm going to ask the question that me and Wayne ask everybody. Rhetorical, but what do you think of the test? The written.
Oh, it was very easy.
Right? It was like,
especially coming out of like, I was still in like school mode, you know, I was like high school, college. I went in, banged that out. And I remember people saying it was hard. I'm like,
they
ask you if you needed the gloves question, right? Like, remember that? It's like,
Would you use these?
Yeah, what tool do you
use?
need?
Exactly.
And then the physical was a joke too.
Yeah, physical. I rushed through that too. The guy was like, just chill. You got 5 minutes left.
Yeah, you can walk through
but
that.
Like
sucker.
back in the day, you know, like my father told me the test was hard. It was competitive at one point. It was like the fireman physical. They said like,
we had a guy on the last episode we had. He was from the 70s. He did the He-Man test.
Oh yeah, the hard test.
Yeah, and he said he was like he was in good shape, so he got through it. But he said there were guys throwing up. There were guys struggling through it.
They should up the standards.
But in a way, they should up the standards because you could have a heart attack on that job. Like, you know, if you're not out of shape and it's 110 degrees out and you're pushing you,
got some
and you're
maniac
not used
done
to
in
that.
an hour. He's pushing you. You know, you just start. When you just start, you have no idea what's going on. You're like, all right. I remember we started on the step. I remember holding on for dear life, coming down 8th Avenue. Like, Jesus Christ, like, what do we do? And then you're trying to lift with your legs like they taught you, and that doesn't work. You know?
No.
You got to swing it.
None of it works. So you just mentioned it, but what garage did you start in?
Bronx 6A.
Bronx 6A.
Bronx 6A. Yeah, I had a hook. I asked for BK 6A. I guess he.
And they messed the X.
I guess he messed that up.
X and K, they messed it up.
So, wasn't a good hook, obviously, but yeah.
So how long were you there?
Had to be 2 months. Like August, probably got in there September. November, I was in 7.
Oh, so it was a quick one.
Yeah, it was quick. Coming from Bay Ridge wasn't terrible, but I was there an hour early. Probation, man, you got to get that done. I always get pissed off when guys get fired on probation. You know
it's the easiest part of the job because
like,
you don't
if
want
you're
to lose
late
it.
on probation, if you go sick, you're a wuss, dude. Just get to work, man.
You want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
Kid I know who's on the job now just got on.
Mm-hmm.
He got a probation extended, but not being home when sick leave came.
Come on, man.
I'm like,
First of all, you shouldn't have been going sick.
Thank God you didn't even get fired, to be honest. Because that's, I always thought back then when we were on, like, if you did something like that, they were like,
It's a wrap.
that was a big one, not being home when they came to check on you.
I didn't do anything the first year.
No, I tell the story that, you know, that was your one thing. In your first year, or whatever probation is now, 18
think it's
months,
18
whatever.
months for that.
We had a year. Don't go sick. Like the senior guys, we say it all the time on here. The senior guys taught us how to get through that year.
Yeah.
They were like, don't go sick. Show up every day. Don't go AWOL. Don't call out emergency. Don't even play those games yet. You'll learn that after the first year.
Yeah, 2 alarm clocks.
Yeah,
Ready
we
to roll,
try to
like-
explain this to guys. If you're out, like we were just talking before this, if you're out having fun, go sleep in the garage
I did it all
and
the time.
make sure you're there for that morning.
Not on probation though. I mean, probation. I was like, I was still working at the restaurant. Like, I almost quit that just to like get by. But I managed it. I still made my parents wake me up. I lived in the same 2-family in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I lived in the basement. My dad would come down 5 in the morning. You good? I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. Like, he was all about it. Everybody knows it is the lottery.
Yeah,
man.
you can't mess
It's
it
the
up.
lottery right now. It's not the lottery when you first start. It's the lottery when
No.
you finish.
Yeah,
Exactly.
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 How was your first? What was your first day like on the job? So you were in a broom garage. So it might have been a little different, but
Yeah, the first day was weird. I just drove out to the Bronx and I think I was like a G because they couldn't qualify you. So you had 6 kids who went there and we're just walking around the garage.
oh, that's right. You didn't get qualified.
Yeah.
Now they get qualified.
Now you get qualified.
You get qualified for pretty much everything
Yeah.
except for EA.
So my first day doing collection though, I was with like a 65-year-old woman. And I just remember we're dumping the cans in the Bronx. There's like 20 rats coming out of the cans. I'm
Yeah,
like, Jesus
dude.
Christ. I'm like, I'm not.
And
this
she's
is
not even
I'm like
faced.
a 20-year-old pretty boy from like Brooklyn, spiky hair. You know, I was like, well, what are we doing here? I'm tucking it in my gloves, like trying
Making
to wrap
sure
it up.
they don't jump in your
And
glove.
then,
Yeah.
to be fair, like I never saw rats again. Like I got out of the Bronx and then went to Brooklyn. I didn't see rats until COVID.
That's a Manhattan Bronx thing.
Yeah,
And
well,
buildings.
until 2020, I didn't see any rats. And then when we shut down for that 2 weeks, they came out and they didn't go back, man.
So when you transferred to Brooklyn, did you know people in that garage? That's why you went there? What'd you know about BK7?
nothing. I just
It's close to home? Is
Yeah,
it-
I lived in the pretty much. And I lived in BK10, so I BK7, BK10 right next to each other.
All right, so it was in your district
I
where
think I
you
put
live.
7, 10. I might even put 16 just to get out of the Bronx or something like that. And I got 7. I got lucky.
So you go in there. Let's go to that one. What was your first day like there? Getting on a route now.
First day was cool because some of the kids from my class transferred in, so I saw like Barry Byrne, Pat Harkin. You know, he's a chief now.
Okay.
But I saw them. I'm like, oh, good. Some familiar faces, and then 20 kids that we all have beat, which is awesome.
And Dom walked down like this. What's up? I'll take care of you. Don't worry about it. I'm the clerk.
He took care of
you
me.
You know Dominic Patron from 3?
Boys.
I don't remember.
Yeah, he talks like this.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
He's a real big Jack. He was a big Jack guy back then.
Good dude.
Clerk.
Yeah, so now you go to BK7. You're now in, recycling, garbage, all that. It's a different world there compared to the Bronx.
Oh, yeah.
And what's the feel compared to like going there?
It's such a relief because I was in the Bronx for 2 months in a street sweeper, 20 years old. Yeah. No navigation, no phone, like a flip phone.
Yeah, it was 05.
I had the 5-borough map on the steering wheel. I'm driving around. I didn't know there's 8 garages in the garage, so it's like you couldn't even get familiar with anything you were doing.
Oh man!
So I'm just driving around. I'm like, I have no idea where I am. It's not grid like Brooklyn. It's like a circle. So like you make a left, and you're like, I have no idea where I am. I'm smoking Parliaments like a tool, driving around the street. I'm like, I have no idea where I am. I would see a supervisor. I'd start following him. Some guy would come yell, "Why are you on my route?" I'm like, dude, I have no idea where I am now.
Why are you on my route?
No idea. So when I got back to Brooklyn, just gave me a partner in my neighborhood. I was like, this is all right.
Yeah.
And then I slowly started to hate it again because 20 years old, we were on MLP every day. We were on hand brooms for my first 4 years, like just walking out with a can every day with a dust.
It was awkward.
Well, that was the big push when who was it? What's his name? Bloomberg.
Yeah,
I think Bloomberg was the
0506,
the mayor then,
right.
And that's when they flooded it all again with cleaning. We're gonna clean the streets in New York and blah blah blah. And
that's how you all got on.
You're in BK12 every Thursday sweeping, and then we were sweeping in Sunset Park, going up and down. Like we just sweep in front of people's houses. Like you just be out there. Hungover as 21 years old, my thirsty Thursdays. You're coming in on Friday. Going, oh my god,
Thirsty Thursday.
Rolling in on a bucket. Like I remember my buddy, he lived across the street from one of my best friends. One day he just walked home.
really?
He's like, yeah. He's just like, walking. Supervisor, call you know where he is. I was like, I have no idea. I call him up. He's like, yeah, dude, I'm watching TV right now. I'm home. He's like, I'll walk back for lunch. Like
we all had that stuff though.
Yeah,
we used to be in the worst parts of Brooklyn. And we used to push the cans down an alleyway and like turn our shirts inside out and just go shopping.
Churches, people they'd be at mass just because they didn't want to get
there. It was easy to disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
just had to find a spot to put the can.
Yep. I remember though, one lady called up she said, "There's a sanitation worker guy sleeping in my backyard." We're in the apartment buildings.
I wouldn't put it past guys.
I think he's still a supervisor now.
Wow. And that's the funny part about that.
Yep.
So you took the foreman's test. You become a foreman what year?
I took that test. Well, I took the first test where, I don't know if you remember, that was probably 2006, 2007. Only like 50 guys passed that. That I failed by like 2 points, which me, again, being 22, I remember supervisor test tomorrow. It's a Saturday. All right, we're going out tonight, right? You go out and you go to take the test all hungover again, and then
anyway, we took the test we took the test drunk.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah.
We literally drank on the way to take the test.
I believe it. I just wanted to get it over with and go to sleep back in the car. And I shouldn't have carpooled that day because I remember sleeping outside of the FDR high school waiting for everybody to finish.
Oh no, I took that test in 8 minutes. And I asked the woman, I said, when can I leave? She said, you got to take the test. I said, I'm done already.
You got to wait for fingerprints, right?
Because we got paid, and I've told this story, right? But we got paid to go there. And it was like $30 to take the test, but we got paid for the day.
Yeah, it was a win-win.
So it was worth it.
Yep.
100%.
So I, took it, and the woman's like, well, you got to wait for your fingerprints to get done. And the woman walked right in. I'm like, I'm done. Can you do mine quick? She did them, and I walked down the halls, and I told everybody to meet me
You were
at...
screaming. You didn't tell.
What bar was it? In Manhattan.
Yeah, the one in the financial district.
Yeah, anyway.
I don't think it's there
by the time everybody got there, I was shit-faced. Me and the owner were hanging out the entire time.
That's awesome.
He was opening the gates. I'm like, you open? He's like, yeah, come in, have a drink.
go.
But that's the way you had to play the game. I didn't want the boss. I didn't want that
I
bitch.
didn't think I wanted it, but just being so hungover and only failing by like 3 points, I was like, damn, I could have passed that. And like, I would have made it was like the perfect timing because it was like a year and a half in, you know. I would have got the jump like right away, but I missed that one. I don't remember when the next one was.
So how many years did you have on when you took it?
Too many.
The bag.
I had 10 years on, I think.
And how long did you hold the badge for?
I got promoted in 2013. Yeah, so I held the badge for 9 months. Again, because I was in perfect timing. Super's test was coming out.
Yeah.
So I really studied my ass off. I hated that job, though.
Sound familiar to you?
Yep.
Jerry.
I studied my ass off.
Jerry came on when he came on because Jerry just retired. And they all fell into the same thing. You just made supervisor, and then a lot of them made super right after that.
Yeah, but
he was probably on the hard test. He probably took that hard test.
But didn't they have a rule that you had to be a supervisor
2 years.
for like 2 years first?
Yeah.
But you still stayed on the list. Yes, you still stayed on the list.
You can stay on the list. Like, I just wanted to see how good I was going to do.
Of course,
Because I really didn't like it. I hated it. Like, I just didn't like it. Like,
being a foreman.
I went from 10 years as a Sandman. Now you got a pen in your hand. I haven't wrote anything down in 10 years. I'm sitting there, and then everybody talks to you different because your bosses talk to you like at that time, at least. The supers talk to you like you're a dick. Like they don't respect you. They respect the Sandman more.
Yeah.
Which sucks. And then the Sandman don't respect you either. So now everybody hates you. They're asking you radio call. I'm like, I don't know this. And you're watching like the guys you have beat playing Can Jam in the parking lot, and you're like, oh, I got to go out again. I got to write tickets. I was in Brooklyn South too. I just couldn't. I didn't like it at all.
So you were still kind of in the same area. So
I was in Borough Park. So.
And you're from Brooklyn, so you kind of knew the area. It wasn't like you're back in the Bronx where now you're looking at a map
No,
again.
I don't think I would have lasted. I don't think I would have lasted a week if it was the Bronx.
Because that happens to a lot of guys.
Yeah.
You'll get promoted, and they'll ship you off. Even at that time, Staten Island. You're a Brooklyn kid. You get shipped to Staten Island. You're lost again.
Yeah, it's lost.
There's no guidance. You know, they pretty much just give you a
And
hit.
then you're bouncing like crazy. And like I had the second job, which I was getting interrupted because I'm doing 4 to 12 reliefs, and you make less money. It came to like $500 less a month if you're on the truck every day, like cash, like not even taxed. And then missing the side job, I'm like, it's just working. It sucked. I hated it.
Yeah, because it takes time. Now you got to get back up to top pay.
I studied my ass off too for the Supers test. I went to the African Society. I was in the Italian Society. I was the only one in the African Society. I had to drive to Long Island for that.
How did you do on it? So
that's why I was like, I hope I failed this test, or I hope I got 100. And I'm going over in Word Street. Like they give you to go over it. I'm like, oh, good, I failed. I'm like, let me go over it one more time. One more time. I missed one. I failed. I passed by one. I was like, now you put me in a spot where I have no idea. Like, I don't know if I'm going back or I'm staying.
What I'm going to do.
I got a 70 exactly on the test with like 3 months being a supervisor. And I tried to like stick it out.
Yeah.
Did you ever get called for it?
I would have.
Or you gave up the badge?
I gave up the badge, yeah.
Okay.
I would have got called probably 6 years. So I was like, 6 years? Like living like hell? I don't know.
So you would have, what, 16 years on?
I got
at that point.
No, I would have had 16 as a super, because I got promoted with 10, and then
that's a tough decision to make.
It was rough,
but it would have kind of worked out.
My father really wanted me to keep it. He's like, "Yo, you gotta move up," and then the rest of it, like my mother's like, "I haven't seen you this miserable ever." She's like, "So just go." My first day back picking up garbage, I think it was Christmas, December 23rd. It was pouring out. And I was on the worst route. And they're like, dude, you had the biggest smile on your face. I was like, I can't wait to pick up garbage right now. Because I hated that paperwork.
It's not for everybody.
It's not for everyone. And like I tell people now who get them, they get on young and this and that. Oh, I took the test. Listen, good luck. Because it's not for everyone.
No, it's not.
It is not.
And you
not
see,
everybody
too,
can sit in that car all day.
Like the Sandmen are your boys until they're not. You know what I mean? And it's like, they're your friends. And then it's like, yo, like you got to do an extra relay, and then the guy's cursing at you, throwing shit, and you're like, dude, I didn't.
We had a guy on here, Richie Nicolo, great guy, but we've had we went at it with him in the street, and it's hard, especially harder when Sal, friend of ours, gets made supervisor. I had to work from one day, me and my friend Glenn. I don't even remember telling him to go F himself or whatever we did, but my garage was staying out that day. I was in 3. And I guess we didn't tell Sal what we did. And Sal was like, yo, you're my boys. And this is how you do me. I don't remember the story, but when he told me after the fact, I was like, wow, that's kind of fucked up what I did.
Well, you also grow too. Like as you're a young kid on the job, you're cursing at everybody.
Well, you get kind of.
Then you guys start getting older, and then like, you don't say no to any. Like during my 18th, 19th, 20th, I don't think I ever said no to any supervisor unless it was something egregious, you know. But Tommy, can you go get this mattress is left? And you just give him the look, like, yeah, I get it for you. Like I get it, but it's you get more when you say yes. I feel like towards you go. I don't know.
Me, in my head, I think of it a little bit differently than other people. So if I know you from being behind the truck, right? I knew you were a worker, and then you come at me with some off the wall shit that I know you wouldn't have did.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you no.
Yeah.
Because you would have said no to a supervisor.
And also you were in Staten Island too. So it's like, think about Brooklyn. Like my section was 10 blocks.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, go get a mattress. It's 3 minutes.
Plus my garage is fucked
around the corner.
You know, it's like I pulled out of the garage. I was in my section already. So
Yeah.
I mean, and then also like when you're coming up, the supervisor's like 20 years older than you. And then when I'm in my 20th year, they're my friends. They're either my age, they're younger.
They're young, little kids. Yeah.
And
But
I don't
also,
care who,
when we were on, they were a lot older than us. You know,
Yes,
these
they're
guys
like
were
grown
30
men.
years
Yeah,
older.
yeah.
They're grown men.
like 20 years as a supervisor, not even on the job.
Exactly.
You know?
And the thing is, a lot of them never were behind a truck. They all had their moves around. They were broom operators. A lot of them were that.
You always had that one guy like who would,
Would tell you to do the craziest shit, and you'd be like,
or they'd be
"Wait,
sneaking up
you've
on
never
you
done this."
with easy passes to
Yeah,
go to
yeah,
the dump. Like,
yeah.
that was annoying.
Yeah.
Even the Chiefs back then, they bust your balls a lot. Like I don't say names.
Well, you don't have to say names, but
No.
we also knew chiefs that were cool, that we got along with, and we also knew chiefs that would fucking be dicks.
Yep.
And most of the chiefs that I remember being a dick never worked.
During that cleaning era when I was on hand brooms, oh my God, dude, this guy, he would roll up on us. The rain would be coming in sideways and you didn't even have a truck. Like you'd just be out there. And he's like, why are you under the awning? Dude, it's like Vietnam out here right now. It's coming in from the side. I got a poncho that I bought from the 99-cent store right now. And he's like, well, you're not sweeping. I'm like, you're not out of your car. Like he's in the crack of the window telling me what I'm doing and what I didn't do wrong. And it was like, it never failed. Like anytime you decided to
That's the biggest disrespect,
and then,
them not getting out of the car.
oh yeah, it's the worst.
But and you got to find ways to get those guys back. And there were always ways.
Yeah.
Me and Kurt one night, man, oh my God, this dude was being such a jerk off to us, this foreman. And we worked 12 to 8, and he was the foreman. Oh, yeah, I'll see he's out there. Now, he thinks he got me and Kurt. We're going to be done in an hour and a half. We're on normal, shtick. We're getting done quick. We're going to get off the street. Oh, no. Not that night. You want to be a dick. He was the dick. He was a dick like that day line. And then we were, whatever it was, that day line. And then we came back in 12 to 8 with him. So we're like, we'll get him back tonight. So what we did was we started doing the route and we put every pail back with the lid on it, exact like the wet spot in this. We covered everything.
Yep.
You couldn't tell what was done, what wasn't done.
Yeah,
And then when he came out, we were like, Kurt, do you remember? We played like good cop, bad cop. Kurt, you remember? I don't remember. You're an idiot. Oh, I thought you were keeping track, and we just kept doing it back and forth.
They sent every fucking boss to me and him on
We
the
saw
route that
3
day.
chiefs
and
that
it
day.
ended with the borough super coming out in the morning.
He was like, you guys can't be real. I said, dude, these kids that got this badge now, and he wasn't a kid, but he's got the badge 2 years maybe. They got to learn how to treat guys. Don't be a jerk off.
when they talk, I'm
So-
your boss.
so
That's the worst thing you could tell a Sam.
Well, no, he talked to us like a complete. So what happened was the day before. So there used to be a rule in Staten Island 11-ton rule. So if you had 11 tons, when you dumped in 11 tons, it didn't matter whatever you left out. You could have left out 20 fucking tons. We had a 10-9, and they wanted to force us back out. Remember that?
I don't.
We didn't go out. We were like, fuck you. I'm going out for 100 pounds.
No.
You're out of your mind. And he fucking talked to me and the two of us like we were assholes when we went to sign out. And he wasn't expecting the next night we were forced 12 to 8 or whatever happened. And he was our supervisor. And that guy, but when you see somebody scared because he knew he was going to get killed,
Yeah.
They do some of the supervisors get real nervous when
especially when
they
we
get
have a lot of time on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they get nervous.
Man, I wanted that 11-ton rule so bad when I was coming up. They wouldn't give it to us for nothing, dude. We were doing 15, 16.
I don't know if everybody had it even on Staten Island, but we did it in Staten Island 1. And I don't know how long it went on for.
BK12 had it in the
That might have been a
South.
Ralphie Reed rule.
Yeah, we also. I mean, I had an 11-ton or 10-ton route on paper when I was in Manhattan, but you would get it. Like that was newspaper years.
Ours, we would do 15, 14, 13. But every Saturday in 4 section, we were doing 13 and a half, 14. I mean, you tell 12 and a half, oh, you got a light day today. Like, It was crazy. And then, I don't know, slowly morphed into not doing that anymore. That was with COVID. But I remember Chief McGlino came down one day, and we all did like 16s that day. We lost a half a truck. And they're like, well, stay out. Like, we don't want to stay. We're trying to do the right thing. You know,
I just want to get off the street.
I said, we did 16. He did 15. He did 14. I said, come on, man. I need an 11-ton rule. He's like, no. I'm like, I'm not leaving here until I get an 11-ton rule. He said, I can't. I said, 12.
Different.
He said, no. I said, 13. No. He wouldn't give me nothing. So we were assholes. We ran it up and finished. I mean, you get the 16 tons in 3 hours or you stay out for 8. I don't know. I liked my free time.
Workers just want to get the job done.
Yep.
We were all like that. And people would say, oh, you guys are idiots. You're screwing yourselves. Listen, yeah, did we beat our bodies up? Yeah. But you know what? We also just wanted to get done and get out of the street.
It's safer, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, we talk about that every episode.
You're off the street. You know, it's
100%.
It's half the reason I retired is because it's not, this shit happens, man.
It's not good. It's not healthy.
So, Tom, your whole career, you stayed in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
Now, you stayed in Brooklyn because you grew up in Brooklyn. You didn't want to go to, like, see what Staten Island was like. Like, when Dom left Staten Island, it was like a mass exodus, right? A lot of guys.
Yeah, he took his crew of, like, the 20-year guys all left. Because I figure you got to wait till you have 20 anyway to go out there, like, or at least close to 20.
Well, I think Dom had, like, 15 at least when he left.
15?
It had to be, yeah, because we did, like, 5 years together, I
I think
think.
he did 25, though. So
Yeah. Well, his partner did 30, Tommy Fowler. So it didn't matter for him. If he would have stayed as long as Tommy was staying.
to me, it was I get comfortable, man. And,
I hear you.
And 7 was like a family, dude. You know, it's like a big messed up family. Like everybody, they're real. The guys, it's just that's what I do miss about work. Like you used to come to work, like you had a problem, you could run it by 50 people who all are different. You know what I mean? You could run it by a 20-year-old kid who just started, or a 70-year-old man, or
who's
like
been through it.
Yeah, anybody, and you could just run it through everybody. And by the end of the day, like I think I got something here. You know what I mean? Like you just run it through everybody the whole day. I'm like an open book. I would come to work, spill my guts. None of us really hung out outside, like a little bit, but it was like when you went to 7, it was just your business. Everybody talked. Everybody had a good time.
Neither one of us knew we got our transfers when we got them from Manhattan to Staten Island.
Oh, you
right?
You forgot about them?
I was on vacation.
I was Lodi.
Oh, are you?
I got cut my leg. I got stitches. He was on vacation, and then I didn't want to go.
Yeah, man.
I forgot I put it in because I put it in the first day, like everybody says, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you start loving where you're at. I'm like, this fucking. I was in Manhattan West too, bro. It was an awesome garage. A lot of money, a lot of overtime.
You get so comfortable, and everyone's your friend. I don't know. I love those guys. That's like one of the hard things about leaving. It's like I'm not going to see these guys anymore. But then also not driving to work kind of fades away real quick.
Well, you got to do it like Nick does. The guy Nick that was here, man. He gets guys together. They all go out twice a year.
Yeah, we try little retirement parties and stuff like that. I mean, it's only been 8 months for me. So I went back one time. I think I don't feel like driving back.
Dude, I went to Staten Island 3 the other day.
Did they throw rocks at you?
No. Well, this is what I was expecting, because everybody I know is retired. There's only like a handful of guys. If I was still there, I'm number 2.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, this is crazy. But I had to throw a bunch of garbage out, like household shit, man. It was just a disaster from the block party. So I walk in, now I'm like waiting. I'm either going to get I Love You podcast, or I'm going to get your fucking rap stop. All that stupid shit. But it was a really good thing, man. I walked in and people like, oh, what's up? Nice to meet you, whatever, blah, 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 talking to me about this stuff. I seen 2 guys that I remembered. They had a lot less time than I did back then when I left. And I was talking to them. And then a bunch of guys just started to come up talking to me about the podcast. They were like, they loved it. But it was so weird for me to walk in there. Like you said, you just went back. Like I haven't been there in years. I walked in there and I was like, I don't fucking know anybody. You don't know anybody. There's a bathroom. When you walk into Staten Island 3, where you would go to the office, right on the tipping floor, right, or whatever you want to call it, the garage floor, there's like a mobile bathroom. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
It's about time they put a bathroom in the place. That worked.
You guys are in Staten Island. 1 and 3, or
I was in 1 with Wayne, and then I left to go to 3, and Wayne stayed,
stayed
at
at
Wayne.
1.
Wayne stayed at 1.
Yeah.
And the garage is opening now.
Well, because I lived over there.
Oh, okay.
You know, the same kind of thing. I lived on the North Shore. It made no sense. And, you know, not against 3. It was just like at that time, I was like, I'm
But
not.
you were right there, too.
No, I worked in my district.
You know what I mean?
I lived in the district, so it just made sense. Anything I needed done, it got done.
Get it done.
It was simple.
Now you remind me. You had what's his name? Matt Lewis, right?
Yeah, he was on.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so one of my first
Oh,
times.
he's from your garage,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I was about to say. It reminded me of one of my first times working with him. So, I come in and I'm a young kid, man. I'm like 21, 20, and we're on recycling. And I come in with him, and it's 6 a.m. and he's got shades on. What the fuck's going on with this dude? I don't know.
Spit and dip all
I
over
don't
the
know who
place.
he is. You know, he's got they call him Sarge. He's got the bandana on. He's
Yep.
got sunglasses on, and it's pitch black out. And he's like, we're not taking breaks. I said, all right, whatever, man. And then we used to have, there was a guy in the garage. He was a little slow, this guy, Al. And he would always say, oh, okay. Like, he would just say 3 words, oh, okay. Or,
Okay.
hey,
Yeah.
Wayne, you like girls? Like, stuff like that. But I didn't know that yet. Like, I wasn't in the garage. So I'm with this guy, sunglasses on. He doesn't say a word the whole day. And now he's like, we're done a little early. I guess we're going to have to take breaks. So we're like sitting there, and he just looks at me. He goes, you like girls? I go, yeah. You? He goes, no. Didn't talk for the rest.
And this is Matt?
Yes, this is Matt. Yeah, that was the only words he spoke.
That's what Matt said to you?
Yeah, I said, you like girls? He goes, no. And then he just turned around with his shades on. Then he takes his sunglasses off. He's got 2 black eyes. I'm going, what the fuck? Who am I working with? I'm calling my father during break. I said, I'm working with this military dude. He says he doesn't like girls. He's got 2 black eyes. I was like, I don't know what's going on, man. He's like, yeah, you'll get over it. Like, and then me and Matt, he's awesome, man.
He was fucking with you, probably.
Yeah, no, he was fucking with me hardcore.
Yeah, that's Matt.
We became boys. He's always been a good time, man. He supported the boxing and stuff. Huge.
And don't let him fool you, bro, because he's part of the band in the military. He's not really in the military.
He's not a paratrooper.
That was my whole thing with him. I would bust his chops every day. Like, oh, what'd you have, band practice over the weekend? He's like, yeah, I play the flute, asshole.
He's a good
But
time.
no, he's good people. So you never, like, it never crossed your mind to transfer, like, out of Brooklyn.
Coming back from supervisor, because now I'm like detached from 7.
Yep.
I was like, maybe I should go to like Staten Island 2 or something, like, and like just get closer to home. And then I was like, once I got back home, I was like, I can't leave these guys. These are my best
Well, did
friends.
you work in, like, going out, like, to other garages? Out of town and
in
stuff?
snow, I used to go out of town all the time. Tuzzolino, you remember Freddie?
Yeah.
You know Freddie?
I know Freddie really
Freddie
good.
was my boy. So if I get out to Staten Island 2, I go hang out with him. And then it always helped to know someone because
Tuzlino's still on the job,
is he
right?
I don't know who's on the job anymore.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't retire yet.
to make
He
a
wants
move
to
in
come on the
Staten Island.
podcast.
Oh.
He should. He's a good dude. He's fun.
I don't think he's done yet. I don't think he's COB'd yet.
Oh no, I don't know.
He's another gym guy.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him in mad long, but he was like my super for a while. We had a good time. But then
He's fucking crazy,
He left.
bro.
He left for Staten Island. He didn't tell nobody.
He's crazy, Freddie.
Yeah.
Well, that
he's
was
great.
always the thing, though. When you would go out of town, you'd be like, oh, you would go to one place, be like, I'm never coming here. But then you would go other places. Like, I used to go out of town to Manhattan from Staten Island, and I would miss it for that day.
Yeah, just a
I'd
day.
be like, God damn it, I should come back out here. I'd go to M6, my old garage. I'd be like, oh, well, seeing all the guys again. I'm like, damn, why did I leave here?
The traffic going on.
But then I get home in an hour and a half of traffic,
my gosh.
and I'm like, I'm never doing this again.
What the fuck did I just
Never
do?
doing this again.
Brooklyn and Staten Island, it's like the 2 of the lesser evils, right? It's like you
Yeah,
get these
it's-
long ass routes in
Exactly.
Staten Island, and Brooklyn it was just like heavy,
Compacted.
but like really. But it's a lot of house. It wasn't Manhattan though, because Manhattan was like bag stops. Like Brooklyn was 12 tons of house, like Chinese.
Well, Manhattan, was always good just because of the scenery.
Yeah.
It was always good, things going on. It was always excitement going on. Even 12 to 8, 4 to 12, there was shit going on everywhere.
When you first start too,
You were
get
young,
out
like I
there,
said, I
yeah.
was 21. You were 20.
Me and this kid, I remember us doing baskets inside of FIT. We weren't even supposed to be in there. They have the thing that closes it.
Yeah.
Well, we pulled up and we honked, and the guy opened it. He's like, "Oh, screw it, let's just go in." And then it's me at 22 years old, where all these college girls were like, "Yeah, let's do the baskets in here." They're not even our baskets. We just started dumping them, walking around. We're talking to people, like, because the street was closed, so we were just going around. So it was a good time, man.
So compared to your Brooklyn garbage, right? What was your worst experience out of town? What district? Was it when you worked in the Bronx, or did you go to Queens and it was horrible? The routes were worse, even longer.
Worst out of town.
Like, where was the worst place you've ever worked?
I didn't go out of town much though, because it was like I was shop steward for almost 12 years. So
Okay.
like, and I was a GU for 4 years, so I wasn't out of town that much. You know?
So would you say the Bronx was the worst thing you ever
Bronx,
encountered?
BK12 sucked. You know, like that just a Passover. That Passover shit. Yeah.
Fuck that.
Passover
Nice.
sucked. And then you'd
did
have
it
to, they
twice.
just give you the route and they say, if you finish it, just do it again. Like that sucked. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, yeah, I guess BK12 was the worst.
And they would send us there out of town all the time, remember? Burning of the bread and all that shit,
Yeah,
right?
but I never did the chicken truck. You ever do that? I
No.
heard about
No.
that. Yeah, I heard about that. It's just you pick up all chickens,
No.
all raw chickens, and splurting friggin' yeah. That's during one of the holidays.
Really?
Yeah, it's all the chicken truck. That was like a famous thing. I was like, thank
I did
God.
I did a whole
those
route
people.
one day. I thought I was done. I did like 2 houses until the supervisor rolled up. We talked about this. He
Yep.
says, you got to go behind the gate and take it. I'm like, I ain't fucking taking shit.
Yep, it's crazy.
I'm like, here's another. I said, we're never getting this route.
They get away with murder up there.
Crazy shit, man.
That's why I like Sunset Park better. It was like it was the border, but that neighborhood was just nobody calling on you. That's all I cared about.
No, they were out of control.
Yeah.
And whatever, they do their thing. They got their own cops, their own ambulances. They
They
do
bring
your
all their
thing.
business shit home, and
Yeah.
then their garbage is crazy. So
Well, I remember being on recycling in some of those areas, and the boxes upon boxes. And then I'm coming from Staten Island. I grew up in Staten Island. I don't know anything about this. They get their food delivered daily in these boxes upon boxes. And I'm like, they don't break this shit up?
No.
And I'm coming from Staten Island 1, which it was, it wasn't like neatly tied up, anything like that either. But they don't have as much shit as they do.
No.
It's out of control.
yeah, you always knew you took metal on Passover. You're like, yo, go to the metal. They don't. The boxes were insane.
Out of control.
And even their
That's like
garbage
your
was
gift
all
wrap.
slop. Like it was all
Yeah.
gross, man. Even I was a foreman up there, so writing tickets, man, I would get harassed. Like they hated me.
Oh, yeah.
It was the only thing
They
I
ain't
knew how
paying
to
them
do
anyway.
good. I was like, I could just write parking tickets all day and nobody would bother me because I didn't. The routes, there's so many. I just text the same man. I didn't check the routes.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
yo, you do it. Most of the time they were right. I didn't care. I hated that job.
So what's the worst thing you ever picked up, you think? Like, what's the craziest thing you've ever picked up?
So I could that one time, me and my buddy Chris Gertz, he's the kid who started the boxing with me. He's not a kid either. I don't know why. Sanitation, I always call people kids. If I have them beat,
We
if
all
I don't
do.
have them beat.
Yeah.
Guy's like 60 years old. They're like, this kid. But me and my friend Chris, we were on MLP one day, and I was probably hungover. I'm like 22. And it was 59th Street between 4th and 3rd. It was like 105 degrees that day. First stop, we pull up on MLP. There's got to be, I don't know, thousands and thousands of rotten eggs. Dude, skids and skids of eggs, dude. And
Really?
yeah, and like someone dumped, like skids of eggs.
Yeah,
So-
he just pulled over and unloaded it during the
and
middle
we're
of the
trying
night.
to get rid of it, and then like they keep breaking. Like I see Yoke just like slapping us in the face, like we're covered. And the chief came down, and I happened to be puking in the side of the street. And the chief's like, "Yo, you all right, man?" I said, "No." I said, "I'm not doing right." He's like, "All right, we're all covered in eggs," and he's like, "All right." He's like, "I know you're not supposed to do this, but when you finish this, go back to the garage and shower, change your
Put
clothes,
this truck far
change
away
your clothes, and
from the
come back."
garage.
That was a rough one. I mean, you get the dead animals and stuff like that, but
That's a crazy shit.
yeah, eggs are disgusting.
That's your favorite thing? Like the best memory of that job?
That's not my best memory. No,
What's your best memory?
best memory in the job. I don't know.
So like that question, I kind of geared it around. Like we all have that story when you tell somebody you're on the job, oh, I did sanitation for 20 years. Oh, that must have been crazy. And that one memory pops in your head. And it doesn't have to be the worst one. It doesn't have to be it's just something that always gears you to why it was a great job.
I had so much fun on that job, man.
We all did.
Yeah.
One day we're backed in, me and my partner, and we're in Chinatown, backed into a stop, and there's a box, but it's sealed. It's heavy though. That's sealed. What the fuck is in there? So I rip open, you see a foot pops out, but it's a doll. It's a sealed sex doll. So
Really?
It weighs like 100 pounds. It's just blonde like thing. So of course, we're not throwing this shit out.
No, put that in the
Pick that shit
passenger
up.
seat
So I
and-
got in the passenger
Yeah,
seat.
drive
It's
around with
naked. It's got her boobs out. And we're trying.
Oh,
so we
shit.
do the route, and then like I'm like, where am I gonna put this thing? So
Front of the truck.
I have it sitting on my lap, and I'm driving in it. I got my hand on it, you know, and like people are looking. I'm like, mind your business. I'm like, just got to get it back to the garage. Like, we got it in the garage,
Trying to cover her
It
up.
lived in the garage for like a year.
That's a good
It was
story.
moving. It was in the shower. It just kept moving around.
But that's a story where people will be like, Jesus, that's what went on that
In our
job.
garage, I don't know if you know about 7. Like, I don't know when you got on, right? Like, the older guys in the locker room, like they almost embrace the gay. If you want to, like, you know, you come in, the guy's got towels over the shoulder.
Yeah.
It wangs out. Everybody's
Well,
walking.
I think it's just a different generation.
But everybody's trying to make you feel uncomfortable. You
Yeah.
know, the shop steward come out, totally butt ass, make a speech. Like,
Yeah.
completely naked. And you're always like, what's wrong with this guy, man? We're like 20 years old. But then we took over and just started doing the same shit to the new guys. You know?
It's
So-
to make people feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, we always used to, like, in the shower, there'd be 10 guys hanging out, fucking talking in the open shower, you know? So they started putting the stalls in. You remember, did you hear about that?
No.
No.
So they
they
started
never had
putting
that.
stalls in, and like 7 was against it. Like, yo, they can't fuck with our showers, man. Like, can't put the stalls
Not
in.
on shower time.
Yeah,
You're
so
not
I'm
doing
like,
that.
yeah, bro. I said, if they put stalls in, we're fucking staying out. I was just joking. So one day I'm sitting home, I'm sleeping in my chart, and my phone is blowing up. They're like, yo, Tommy, they're here putting the fucking stalls in. So I'm off. I'm like, you better stay out though. So everybody's like, fuck, Scoza said we gotta stay out. Like, and they start staying out. Chiefs are calling me like crazy. They go, what is going on? I said, I told you I don't want the shower stalls. I'm home laughing. I'm like, this is fantastic. Like, I wouldn't stay out for this, but I'm like, this is great. So then finally they're like, all right, can we wait? We'll wait a week. They pushed it back.
Really?
So they waited a week. They did 10 first, and then they came back. They eventually put it in. But I swear to God, every LMC for the next 5 to 10 years, random, because you know the Chiefs are always changing. Like the head chief. Was it you with the showers? Like, oh yeah, that was me, man. It was me. So we always had the rep. We always call us the gayest garage in the South.
So my cousin was your boss,
Which one?
Sarai.
Sarai? Is that Jerry?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. I hung out with him.
He was on here.
Yeah, I saw him. We had a good time.
Yeah, because he was South, right? He was the chief of the
Yep, he
South,
was one
right?
of my bosses for a while.
BK South.
Yeah, Jerry's
I
good
remember
people.
that.
Yeah, he was good. He was
So how
jiu-jitsu
was he
guy.
as a boss?
He was good, man. He always talked to me normal. I feel like I got along. I got along with most of the bosses. There was not one like chief like where I really didn't get along with him. I don't think, except for when I first started. Like that guy,
Yeah.
there's a guy Vigara. He used to kill me.
Jay Vergara.
Yep, that was the guy in my poncho. He was out there every day.
You remember him?
Where was he from? That sounds very
Cut
familiar.
his finger off in the snowblower or some shit like that. I remember that.
The
He was
guy-
a cleaning chief when I first started, man. He was
I
a
remember
pain
him
in the-
being come messing with us in Staten Island.
Yeah, he was a pain in the ass.
Jay Vergara.
Yep. Spanish
Oh,
guy.
now
He used
everybody's
that was
gonna know.
That was the crack of the window. Come talk to me in the pouring rain.
There
Yeah.
was a guy. So we was staying out in Staten Island one day. It was 100 degrees out. It was something we were doing recycling paper or whatever we were doing on 777 or whatever it is across the street from the park on Victory. Those 3 apartment buildings.
Oh, okay.
Remember, one of them had like an area to back in a little bit.
Yep.
It was like a circular driveway. So we're staying out. Now the guy pulls up, Chief Marino, and they're being dicks, like, and he won't come out of the car. It's 100 million degrees out, and he's got the window cracked. So he's telling me this. I'm going. He's going. I'm going. And I'm doing one bundle at a time of paper. Next thing I know, Corey pulls up. Corey's like, what the fuck's going on? You got to go over there. I said, no, I'm not. You go over and talk to him. I'm not talking to him, Corey. You talk to him. I said, I'm drenched. He can't get out of the car to talk to me?
No.
Fuck him, because he's an air conditioner?
Yeah.
I said, I'm not going to his car, so let him do whatever he wants. He wants to send me home, I'll go home. Because to me, that was the biggest disrespect. I'm out here working for you in 100-degree weather. You have a problem with me. You can't get out of the car and come talk to me like a man? You want me to come to you so you could crack the window this much and still be cold? Nah, it don't work that way.
Actually, now I remember a little bad relationship. This Chief Russ Romano. He was. I mean, I was a young kid, but like I had the GU spot. I lived with my parents. I was bartending. I had a brand new Mercedes. Like
I like Johnny Dag's stuff.
I wasn't paying rent, you know. So I was the GU, and Dom was my clerk. And literally, like, if I had something to do, I'd be like, Dom, can you put my XWP tomorrow? He'd be like, yeah, no problem. So I would do this Sundays, I would go to DJs, you know, and then he would put
So
me
you took off
XWOP.
Monday. Yeah.
So I would do it all the time. And this guy would come up to me like, he hated me for whatever reason. I don't know if he was jealous, whatever it was. And like, I would go XWOP all the time, emergency, but I wasn't like bad. I didn't have a bad record. But I remember one time he talked to me. He's like, well, he wanted me to buy a new hoodie. I was a GU. I'm like, I'm covered in grease all the time.
All day.
And he's like, well, you got a uniform allowance. I said, matter of fact, I didn't because I took so many XWOPs that I didn't get one. So we would go back and forth. And one day he took me aside and he was like, maybe this job ain't for you. I'm like, are you trying to talk a 24-year-old to not keep this job? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, but you got money. I was like, you don't know if I don't have money. I was like, I'm pretending I have money. I'm like 25 years old, you know? Like
You live at home.
Yeah, I live at home. I got 2 jobs. You know, I'm living life right now. I'm having a good time. You got to make the job work for you, or else, like, when I first started, I hated it, man.
That's more him being jealous.
I think so.
That's exactly what that is.
I just remember. I remember like having that revelation. Like, you really trying to tell a kid to quit? Like, you have no idea what's going on. I come to work. I don't know. That guy. We always had issues with him. I'm sure he's fine now. I just feel like guys like they take the job too serious at some point.
Way too
and
serious.
It's like, what are you doing?
And they
man?
get stressed out about it.
Yeah, what are you doing? Like,
I hate to say it, it's in the Sandman's control.
Yeah.
And you're pissing me off. So now, yes, you're going to stress this even more. I'm going to ruin your day. And I could do it with
we
the
could
best
do it very, very easily. Yeah.
You know, there were guys that didn't know how to do it. I hate to say it. There were a lot of guys on the job that, I'm staying out. And then they would get hammered for extended break, hammered for extended lunch, early lunch.
Gotta do it
guys,
right.
if you're playing the games,
You gotta play right.
Play it the right way.
And
it's 8:20. Get out of there. You should be in the truck by 7:15. After that first break, 5 minutes early. Get out of there.
Yeah.
Just you're playing a game. Just play it the right way.
I feel like when I first got on too, you guys are older, so like they did stay out a lot more when I first started. Like we would stay out for stuff I didn't even know what we were staying out for. That was half the reason I wanted to become steward. I was like, I don't want to stay out no more. I was like,
I'm going to control.
Yeah,
this.
and if I do, like, I want to know the reason for it. I don't want to stay out for something like some nonsense that's in another garage. Like, let's just get it done. Like,
Everybody talks about the same thing.
yeah, it's just I hated it. I hated staying. I mean, when you have a couple hours free to yourself, why not? And
Exactly.
that's what we were talking about the other day too. It's like half of these Sandman too. They finish their route and then they just go sit somewhere or they go watch, like they're on videos on their phone. Finish the route every day. You got to hit the gym. You got to do something. Doing something productive with the free time that the city's giving you. Why not stay healthy? Why are we sitting? Even if you took a nap, I didn't judge you. I think, all right, we're catching up on sleep. You're a young
you're
parent.
up late.
You know, you got 2 jobs. Like, do something productive where instead of just sitting there and eating.
Well,
like
to me, that was the whole thing. The whole just sitting there. What's the sense, man?
I know. Did you guys have gyms like in the garage? Like
Down 3, we had a decent gym. 1 had a decent
3
gym.
has
Matt.
3 has a good gym.
Me
I
and
know.
Matt, well, I helped Matt do it. Matt built a
Sick
crazy gym up in the landfill when we all were out there.
That's awesome.
I'll never forget the day, but that psycho bastard. A doctor, somehow he found a doctor that was going out of business or a physical therapist was going out
Donating?
of business, right? Donated all the mats. So he's like, what are you doing today? And you know Matt yelling. I'm like, Matt, I got to go do something. I'm doing a job after work. I can't do this right now. He pulls in the next day. He's like, bro, I got all the mats. It was in a cut down. He took the cut down after 2 o'clock and went to this place, loaded
all
50,
of them.
60 of them,
awesome.
of the 2-inch thick.
The thick ones.
The horse stalls, right?
Yeah, massive. And he carried them all the way up a staircase. I'm like, you're a sick bastard.
He's a tough dude, that guy. Man.
I tried
He's
to
out of
do
his
it
mind.
too. I actually, I was in touch with people trying to get like a gym donated. It's tough though. I feel bad because like fire department, you know, they get sick
they get
gyms
everything.
donated, and
Yeah.
we have time. They took BK10 used to have a gym, and we used to share it with them. And then eventually they cut it in half. Me and Dom used to work out there all the time, and then they cut it in half, and then eventually they just wiped it out for more couches, for more guys to sit.
Yeah, more of the lazy guys. Bring them in with their French fries.
When you watch when Staten Island, it's so funny the way they did things years ago. So if you look at the article when Staten Island 3 first opened up, there was a huge article about the gym that was everything was brand new.
Yep.
So it was more like let's give them a gym, keep them healthy,
Geared
keep
to
them,
health.
Them there, yeah.
and the city paid for it.
Yep.
And it was a big. I remember reading the article because Davey Van Name, I'm like Davey Van Name's working out, but this is 1980, whatever year it opened up. That garage, the original Staten Island 3 building, and the city used to pay for the gyms.
They should. BK11 has a sick gym, but those guys keep it together. They got a good crew of like they're pretty jacked over there. They got
Well,
it's
Staten Island
$100
3
to
now,
get in,
they everybody paid for all that
you
new
pay,
equipment.
You pay $100, you get a key for life or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did kind of the same thing. But we had a physical trainer on, for New Year's resolution early in January. And we kind of said, like, they should give them, like, a membership to gyms.
Yeah.
The guys should get that to stay, like, to push them into being healthier so that these guys don't retire and drop dead instantly.
Well, that's when so then at one point, I would always go to the gym, like, after the route. Yeah. So I would, but I've done that for 20 years. I probably missed maybe, if I was at work, I was at the gym.
Yeah.
Like, unless it was Saturday. But like 5 days a week, if I'm at work, most of the time you see me at the gym, unless I was like working the night before. And like, but towards the end, I was switched from bodybuilding. I went to Sweatbox, which was 2 blocks away, the boxing gym. And that's how I started that, the whole DSNY boxing thing. That was cool.
Yeah, so, well, if you want to get into that now.
Sure.
So what year did you start the DSNY boxing team?
It's gotta be. I probably walked into that gym like 2018, and I didn't fight. I never fought nothing. Like I just lifted, and then so I was like, right when I walked in, I told my buddy Chris, I was like, yo, we should like start something where we like go fight other agencies. Before I started fighting,
Okay,
I was like, we probably do this in a couple months, He's like, yeah, and then
you probably got into a few scruffles and
yeah, I mean, we all had street fights and stuff.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
then when I got into the gym and then I started boxing with these trainers and shit, I'm like, oh my God, I'm terrible. I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing.
World,
I was
right?
like, all right, scratch that 3 months. I said maybe like 6 months and a year. So then we trained for like a year and I started feeling comfortable. And I'm like, yo, let's do it, man. Like, he's like, what do we do? I was like, I have no idea. So I was like, I called, the cops have their own, like, it's called Smoker Talk, and they fight, like, FDNY, corrections, all that. So I was like, all right. Reached out to the guy, Dave, and he's like, nah. He's like, Sanitation, you guys don't fight. I'm like, man, come on, dude. I was like, well, I'll fight. So he gives me, he's like, I'll give you one fight at Barclays. I was like, Barclays, all right, first fight.
Yeah, awesome.
Next day, literally next day, I think was it this one? No, it was this one. I tore both biceps. I threw a hook, and my bicep popped off. Like, so I tore, and I felt like I'm like, now I look like a bitch, I got to cancel the next day. So we had to cancel. My arm was purple. So then we set it up for August, and same thing. Like I had to convince the guy, and my buddy Chris, he's in his 50s. He's an older guy. So he's like, I want to do it too. I'm like, all right, let's do it. So we're talking, and the cops had a video of like a 50-year-old detective who wanted to fight. So I was like, yo, Chris, let's just make a video, man. Like calling out that guy.
Yeah.
So we did it, and then cops are like, yo, it's awesome, bro. Like, we're gonna set those guys up, great way. But the next day, man, I get Chiefs calling me like crazy. Frankie Esposito, do you know Frankie?
No.
Desi McNamee, whatever. Both Chiefs down on Worth Street. So they call me up. They're like, yo, is there a reason why there's 10 Chiefs around at a round table with your video up on a 42-inch like screen, and we're watching you call out a cop right now? I'm like, really? He's like,
really?
Yeah, he's like, yo, you can't just do that. I'm like, who says I can't do that? You know what I mean? So apparently it was
calling them out for a boxing match, and they were like
so
looking into it.
Apparently it was all this paperwork I had to do, like the DSNY Boxing, and I had to
actually make
it a fraternal
legit.
organization. Like,
so to make it
I would never
legit.
even have thought that.
Yeah, I had no idea. I was like, "Oh, we're gonna fight some cops. Who gives a shit?"
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Cares?
And the cops didn't care. Like, it was just sanitation. So, but then they actually walked me through it. I did all the paperwork and all that stuff, and then we had our first fight. It was in the Bronx. It was crazy, man. It was like we fought in like a hangar, like an airplane hangar. It's like, so
I watched the videos. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I think I brought my first fight was 3,000 people. I think me and Chris brought like 500-600 people. Like we had buses of people just showing up, sanitation going crazy. I remember I'm watching the fight. I'm up next. I am a nervous wreck. The whole place is Tommy. I'm like, yo, which one's Tommy? They're like, no, you. I'm like, me? That's me? They're like, yeah, they're calling you. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I fought this guy. He's actually a good dude. You've seen him in Staten Island. Peter Roy. He does that Heroes on the Mat. You ever see that? It's just started coming out. It's he's a cool guy. He does jujitsu for, I guess, first responders.
Okay.
So he does like firemen. It's almost like the boxing, except they do firemen versus each other and stuff like that.
Okay.
So we went out, and I was swinging like a gorilla. I had no idea. I was throwing punches. I ended up winning. My buddy Chris, we ended up winning. Place went nuts. It was awesome. And then just continued on from there. I think I did another fight. Yeah, we did like 15 total fights before I kind of handed it off, which is another issue. Do you see the girl who runs it now?
I don't know who that is.
No idea.
Like, I have no problem with her. Everyone keeps making it like I have a problem with her, but like she just makes, like I saw a video on Instagram. She's sitting there. She's the first president of the DSNY Boxing. It's kind of a little disrespectful, right? I mean, she wasn't even on the job. So I fought in Staten Island, and we fought at the Ferry Hawks Stadium.
Okay.
I fought this kid, Christian. I ended up losing that fight. But she was fighting on the same card, and she wasn't even on the job yet. And this is like my 15th fight as a sanitation worker, like with all my people. So then she got on. I said, listen, when you get on, I'll talk to you. Like, we'll keep it going. And she was very involved. So then I was like, you know what? I'm done with this. You can have it. And then now I'm erased. You know what I mean? Like, no.
So you got no part in it anymore?
I have no part in it, or she doesn't give me any recognition either. That's what kills me. It's like, come on, like, just right. I was the first president. You could be the first female president.
Yeah.
You could be whatever you want to be. I just founded by me and my buddy Chris. Like, it takes a lot of balls to go fight in front of people. You know what I mean? It's like the first one, 3,000 people. It's like it took us a lot to get in there, and then we did it. And then I ran the team the way I ran the team. Like, I didn't. She does practices. Boxing's not something where we could go like, yo, we're gonna practice on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
No, you got to practice every day, or else you're gonna get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
Like, I would hit these kids up like, yo, you have to join a boxing gym. So I got like hundreds of people who wanted to join right away, and I was like, where are we practicing? I said, you have to join a gym on your own. I'll get you a discount. Like, I went to the Bronx. I got discounts in a Bronx gym, a Queens gym, a Staten Island gym. I did it for everybody.
You did all the legwork for all these people to begin with out the gate anyway.
Yeah, I like tried to just get them discounts, because reality is we're going to meet up once a week. It's not going to do anything for you. You know what I mean? Like, you have to train 5 days a week, at least 5 days a week,
Yeah, that's a big commitment.
Yeah, it's the cops like to play it like, yo, you guys want to fight each other? It's only a minute round. Like you don't need any training. But I was like, yo, I don't want my sanitation guys to lose to a cop. Like, I want you guys to show out, Like, so I would bust their balls. I'm like, you got to be training every single day. And that's how I ran it. Like, I just didn't do the practices. I wasn't on top. I was on top of you. I wasn't on top of everything. And we made these silly videos. Did you ever see any of the?
I did.
Yeah.
So wait, those call out videos I was watching on your Instagram account. So that was like legit. You guys did that to like get people involved and
like, so we brought that in. Like, the cops would do, like, they'd have 2 cops and they'd be sitting there like, hey, detective, you want to fight Johnny from the 6'2"? And he's like, yeah, I think I could beat him. Like, it was the videos were terrible. Yeah. So then I was like, yo, like, let's make it like a wrestling. I'm not even a wrestling fan, but I'm like, come out hard, like something funny. There was one where I threw a garbage can at a truck. Like, I don't have that one saved. Then they started calling me. They're like, yo, that guy looks like a turtle. Did you ever see the one when I popped out?
Yes, I saw that one.
So I took the manway out at the garage and I popped up. Like, that shit, that was funny. Like, I was just trying to make it funny. Like, we were all talk shit.
It's entertainment.
It was,
when it all comes down to it, it's entertainment. But that's
fun.
messed up that you started this whole thing.
Yeah.
You did the paperwork. You started the
years
whole thing.
prior. So they said I didn't do the paperwork. So she did the paperwork also. And that's her claim to, like, I'm like, I have teletypes like welcoming the DSNY Boxing. I went down, they brought me to Floyd Bennett to speak to the new class. That was cool, Like, I went down in front of, I don't know what year it was. I think it was prior to COVID, like 2019. Yeah, I went down, I talked to the new class. Like, I was nervous as hell. It was like 100 kids in there.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just going to wing it. I went up there. It's bad, bro. Like, nobody's talking. And I'm like, anybody want to punch a cop? And everybody started going crazy. I was like, all right. Like, I got myself out of that because I'm not a great public speaker. You know what I mean? Like,
oh shit! Well, you said the right thing.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the first thing I would have said.
They even for the next test when I think the new test was coming out. I forgot what year that was. Bastiano, chief.
Yeah.
He canceled my chart to go down to New York City cops and kids, and I did 12 hours speaking to like new kids.
Oh, that's
but
cool.
For an unofficial, like, of course I was the first president. I was like, you can't just say you're the first president. You gotta do it. You know what I mean? And that kind of annoys me. But everyone, like, on the videos when I comment, they're like, "Oh, just leave her alone." I'm like, I would, but she didn't start it. Like, she took it over. But
titles to people could be everything.
So
That's
the boxing
what she wants to be.
That was a passion when you were a kid. Not talking about street fights. But did you hit the bag at all when you were younger?
No,
nothing like that.
I always said it, like, I want to learn how to fight, like, I want to box.
Until what was your
there was
first
a gym
time
by
like?
my house when I was like 25. I was living in Tottenville. DeMarco's was right around, but I joined the CrossFit instead. And like and then when I got on, when we started going to Sweatbox, like, just became. I had my son was probably 4, and my daughter was 2. times like kids are crazy in the house. So I just took my mind off of things, just fighting. Like I call it a midlife crisis.
3 minutes is a nightmare, right?
Oh my God, dude, it's crazy.
So the guy I train with that was on the podcast, I do boxing with him and I do hit training. And the first time, now you think you could, like I could hit hard. I know that, right? Until someone teaches you how to hit.
Oh yeah.
Then you really get to see. Like I was watching my son when my son would come and train with him, like because my son was like, "Oh, I know how to fight." I'm like, "You don't know how to fight, Gerald.
No,
you don't know how to fight," and neither did I.
No,
and it was a humbling thing.
It's very humbling
to get to train. Actually, George came from DeMarco's gym.
Yeah, see,
that's where he's
a good kid.
That's where he trained George. He was at DeMarco's. He was there. Actually, Nikki, my friend George went into the Golden Gloves with no formal training.
Did he? I fought the Golden Gloves. That was my.
He signed up, never had any formal training,
nothing.
and then Nikki happened to beat him. Was like, "What are you doing? You're gonna get killed." And he won his first fight.
Oh, cool.
And that's how we got into boxing.
So I did. My first fight was in the Bronx. My second one was in Queens. I beat up a customs kid. He stopped. He quit in, like the third round. So that started like a rivalry between Sanitation and Customs. Like because he quit and they said I was fighting dirty. And it was my shirt said like DSNY Boxing fight dirty on the back of it. Like I just thought it was cool. I didn't really mean to. But anyway, we got into a little beef, and that was Queens. And then my third fight, I did the Golden Gloves. I got beat up. I didn't get beat up. It was a good fight. People say I won, but I wasn't ready for it. You know, like you think you're ready and you're not. And then that was March 9th, 2020. And then our fourth fight was supposed to be me, my buddy Chris, Hal, and I think it was Charlie. We were supposed to, MSG, March 12th, 2020. So we're all sitting there. They didn't cancel it yet. It's March 12th. I got my bag ready. I'm sitting here. I'm like, all right, should I leave? And the cops are like, well, we're going to fight tonight. I'm like, we're not fighting, dude. They just canceled NCAA basketball the night before.
Yeah, they're not.
And then, like, that was the 11th. Remember? Like, they canceled the college game. And then we're sitting there. And my buddy's like, yo, you should start heading in. I'm like, I'm just going to wait 10 more minutes. And then I got the call. They canceled it.
Yeah. Wasn't meant to be.
Nope.
So now you start this team. Like, what's the feel now around the garage with guys? Because now I could just imagine me. Like, if Kurt came into work one day and was like, "Yo, I'm starting a boxing team," I'd be like, "All right, I want to fight you right now. Like, we're fighting right now."
Well, you know, your real boys call you a loser.
Well, of course, they're busting your balls. So what's the feel around? Like, how many guys were like, "Hey, fuck it, fight me"? Like, you know,
some guys, but no, I was always a big guy, so they didn't really want.
They wouldn't want to fuck with you.
But like the love I got for after even the first one, dude. Like guys came from Manhattan, Queens, Bronx. I never met them before. I never taught. Like I had so many guys at this fight that like had no idea who they were, and like they were all awesome. Like I showed up to the dump the day after, and everyone was hot, man. You killed it. Like it was awesome, man. Like
that's got
the beginning was
the
beginning was dope. I remember just doing my route. People were honking horns. I don't even know if they were honking because I'm like that guy probably saw it. You know, like,
you were in the way. You were in the way.
And then the cops, the NYPD, in 2021, they asked me to come fight with their team in Jacksonville. That was an experience, man. That was crazy. So we went down to Jacksonville. They paid for my flight, hotels. It was like Jacksonville cops, firemen. They treated us like gold. Me, my friend Chris, I actually paid for my coaches to go down, and we're in Jacksonville with all these cops, you know, they're all the Southern cops. They all think I'm a cop. I'm like, no, I'm a garbage man. You know, like, like, because they all want to talk war stories. I was like, I got nothing for you, man. I was like, I got stories, but they're not the stories. Like,
so I got picked up rotten eggs and they stung.
So I'm supposed to fight this. I was supposed to fight like a 300-pound guy who had like 0 fights. I was like, this is gonna be easy, like 300 pounds. Huh?
Yeah.
And then I'm on the plane, and the guy Dave's like, no, you're not fighting that guy anymore. You're fighting this guy Axe from Daytona Beach. I said, Axe. He's like, yeah, the Axe from he's the fire department. He's 6'1". He's 6'3", 250. I'm like 6'1". I was like, this is a big difference, dude. Yeah. I was like, so I'm nervous wreck. I'm like, how many people are gonna be at this? He's like, oh, I think they're up to 11,000 people. I'm like, 11,000 people, man. Like, so we're at the ViStar Arena. UFC was just there the week before. They did 15,000. We did 11,000. And I'm in the locker room, and they're like, oh, and you're the main event. You guys are killing me, man. So we're in the locker room, and the NYPD guys, I don't know, they didn't train that hard for the fight, man. NYPD cops are nuts. Because, like, you want to fight? Yeah, let's go. Like, they don't care. They're like, all right. Like, they're training.
Anytime, any day.
They're just, let's rock. Like, sanitation guys like, dude, I didn't train. Like, these guys are like, oh, let's rock. They're flying it. So I'm the 10th fight. and I see one girl tears her ACL, one kid gets knocked out, one kid gets checked for concussions. Like, I'm just watching everybody get dropped. I'm sitting in the back, oh my God. And then you come out and it's smoke. Like, there's a cool video one of my buddies took. They got the music, they're playing Victory from Biggie, you know. I'm like, I come out, boo! I got 10,000 people booing me. And I actually won that fight, but in reality, I probably would have gave it to the other guy if I was like just being honest. But it was a good fight, man. Like, we had a great time. It was cool. We did no shirts, so it looked like a real, like, it wasn't like an amateur boxing fight.
Yep.
And then when I won, like, everybody's booing. If you see the video, I start giving the crowd the finger. Like, because like, what do you cheer? Why you give it? I'm like, everybody's booing me. So I start giving it out. They were awesome, though. That was a sick experience.
But see, that's the difference, too, with those other agencies. Like you said, they pay for flights, they do that. And the Sanitation never did anything like that for any kind of team.
And they're covered by injuries.
Yeah.
It's huge.
They play their basketball, they play their
everything's
hockey,
covered. They get hurt.
boxing.
They get hurt. It's a load eye.
Yeah,
and that's bull.
With us, it never was.
Nope.
So that's why I remember I played on a basketball team. This one guy, you know, this chief started this basketball team, a team in every borough, and it was the same kind of thing. I'm like, wait, I'm out here and I got to drag myself in. If I twist my ankle right now, I got to drag myself in and go load eye on the truck. He's like, yeah.
I tore both biceps boxing. I just kept going to work. I didn't do no surgeries.
Yeah, but it just sucks because, like you said, they pay for them to fly.
My buddy,
all that stuff.
One of the kids I was boxing with, he was a big power lifter, so they have NYPD powerlifting, and he posted a video of the kid. He's coming up, and you see his bicep whoosh, just rips right off his bone. I said, bro, he's got to sneak into work. He's like, nah, man, it's covered. He's out low right now.
Such a difference.
Damn,
is that crazy?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's always been like that. They don't do it
because I always feel like with a stepchild fucking agency.
Yep.
You would think corrections. I bet you corrections, if they have a boxing team, they get taken care of.
They have a boxing team. I'm not 100% sure. I'd be pretty positive that they are. They got a big boxing team. The guy's awesome who runs it. Jeff, he's cool. They got.
But are they covered too?
I would guess so, man.
That's crazy, man.
So all in all, what was your record then when you stopped?
My personal record was, I think, 4-2. Yeah, I lost.
All right.
I lost the one in Staten Island, and I lost the Golden Gloves one. But as a team, during like the NYPD, those events, when I had the team, I think I had a run. We were about 15-0. Like, we went all the way. Like, and then towards the end, my boy Vinny, he's a barber. I think he works in the warehouse. And he told me, he's like, I wasn't training as hard as I told you I was. And then that's where we got our first loss.
Well, yeah, you're putting it, I mean, at one point, how many guys did you have on the team? Or girls, whatever you had?
I had probably like 10, 15 kids. You know, it's like hard. Like, we're probably
that's
10
what I was going to
kids,
say. So how many do you think were really putting in as much time as you were?
That's why I like to get guys in 7, because I could watch. I'm like,
you're
bro,
with them.
I was like, when the rout's done, we're going to the gym. You know, I'm like, yo, like, we have to go. Like,
We got a fight coming up.
Yeah, I would force them.
You're going to get your ass kicked.
They would get mad at me. I was up their ass, dude. I'm like, because you have to run. You have to run when you're not there. So you have to run 12 miles a week, like, to be able to breathe. And I'd make them run, make them do all that stuff. I didn't do the organized practices like the new crew does. I hope they do well. I have nothing against that team. I just want some recognition. No, the girl gave me an attitude like I was lying. I'm like,
I hear you.
I said, come on.
So no one on the team reaches out. Nobody.
Not to me anymore. No,
Yeah.
I kind of I had enough anyway. I had my son and my daughter. Like, that became the passion, man.
Yeah. That takes your time up.
I coach baseball. I coach football. I coach all that stuff. I'm the commissioner for freehold football for the AYF. It's
Really?
Yeah. Like, that's what I wanted to do when I retired. I was speaking to you earlier about that. Like, I wanted to retire and train kids.
Yeah, okay.
Until I realized that my kids get out at the same time as them, so I got no time.
So to get off boxing and stuff now, we talked about your injuries, 2 torn biceps, peptides.
Yeah, that's the key, man.
How do you feel healing wise?
I feel the healthiest I've ever felt, man. So I take that.
How old are you, Tom?
41.
Oh, you're old.
Yeah.
You're calling somebody old?
54 yesterday.
Happy birthday,
God bless
bro.
you. Happy birthday.
Yeah, man.
Another
54.
year. You must have been
So how do
praying
you
for
feel
that
about that? Fuck you.
I wish I had the peptides when I started the job, towards the end of the job. You know, when you have how many guys you see walking around limping, hurting. How many guys you see suiting up before they start the route with the belts, the braces, you know what I mean?
Arm sleeves, all that
Everybody.
stuff.
And how many guys are fat? You know, every guy. We look like it's an obese department. I mean, I haven't been on in 7 months unless the GLPs really took over. But I feel like I couldn't walk or stand for a couple years still because my leg would go completely numb. And I'm completely fine now. And could that be I just lost 20 pounds, or it could be the BPC 157 TB 500 that just gets rid of all inflammation and heals. And I think that really would benefit the Sandman now. Forget about it. Every guy has something wrong with him, and it's not going to make you 100% better, but it will make you way better, 50% better. I'd take that.
Yeah.
So how did you get into now this industry? Was it because just word of mouth at a gym, or you did your own research?
Honestly, yeah, I've been doing my own research for years on this stuff. So like I said earlier, like a bro scientist. I grew up in the 2005, 2010. That was all Jersey Shore meathead stuff. You know what I mean? And I was part of that.
Okay.
I've done all types of stuff. Gear, forget about it. I was massive, bigger than I was now, 250, walking around yoked. But did I feel healthy? No, I felt crazy. I was amped up, jacked up, I look good, but now I feel really healthy. I feel good. My blood work's great. And I think real Sandman, blue collar guys should they take advantage of it, man. Why not? You could do a GLP-3 now and you could lose 30 pounds. It's way healthier than having that 30 pounds on you. You know what I mean? Your stomach that affects your back. You're walking around with this big belly all day. It hurts. And all that inflammation and visceral fat, you can get rid of it now. You might as well. It almost feels unfair that it's like a cheat code, but it really does.
I started taking Zepbound.
Did you?
And I feel that's the one that works the best for me.
Yeah.
I tried Wegovy.
Wegovy.
Didn't do nothing for me.
Yeah.
The Zepbound is the one that really pushed it. So when I was on a job, I would say I was averaging between my weight was 220 to 240.
Mm-hmm.
And I would mess around with stuff,
Yeah.
And when I left, I was probably about 240. I was just when I started the Zepbound, I was 330.
Oh shit. Yeah.
I just hit 300.
Good.
So I'm not even high on the numbers yet. I'm still at 5.
Okay.
5.0.
It's a shot.
It's shot. Yeah. So
and then
to me, it's the jump start for me. Plus, I changed my lifestyle a lot.
Of course.
But
you have to. You can't just take. It's not magic.
No, 100%. And I think a lot of people don't understand that the whole correlation between that and also, you don't want that GLP big head and all those problems. You gotta take in protein.
That's why I like the GLP-3, the new one. That's not FDA approved.
But that's
it's all for research, by the way. It's not for. So if you're researching,
Reddit,
and stuff
the
Reddit
that.
one.
Yeah,
so that one lets you hold the muscle.
Yeah.
So that's why I held all my muscle. I got rid of the 20 pounds, and it does help, man. And what I was my whole life in the garage, I would always I love Joe Rogan. You know what I mean? He's a big TRT peptide guy. So I'm that guy feels good. He looks good. He's got more money than us. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's a TRT guy. So I was always into TRT. But what you realize now is that you'll see chubby guys, fat guys start TRT and they look worse.
Yeah.
Their faces get
bloated.
fatter.
Yeah.
They get the more estrogen.
Yeah.
If your belly's there, the test runs into it
and
just turns it into estrogen and then shoots it right back into the body. You become fat, emotional. You can
you
tell.
get the moon face.
You start watching commercials and start crying. What's wrong with me? It's happened.
Get
to me.
rid of this shit.
Yeah, it's like your testosterone goes up, but your estrogen goes up, and you don't realize it because you're so fat, and it's not noticing. And the clinics don't know shit. The TRT clinics they're just there to make money.
So I'd like to talk about that with you too. Mm-hmm. So there used to be a doctor. I'm not going to mention his name on Staten Island that everybody went to for TRT. His office is still there, but he's not there. I don't know if he sold his practice or whatever. But he was the first guy on Staten Island that everybody went to.
I might have went to this guy.
Yeah, everybody went to him. He was on Richmond Road.
By
Four Corners Road.
I went to a guy on Highland.
So anyway, this guy would tell me every 2 weeks, right? I'm like, you're making me crash, bro.
Terrible.
Right? So
terrible.
Literally,
drives me nuts.
By the time I would come in, the time would come for my next shot. I felt like I got hit with a baseball bat those last 3 days.
Yeah, you're crawling into the office.
It was so bad. and I'm arguing with him in the office. I'm like, you have to do this every week. Well, I don't know where your science is. I went, honestly, I've fucked around with this shit for years. I said, I know what I'm doing. I just figured I'd come to you because I get the blood work all the time and be safer. I said, and you're making me crash.
Nothing's worse than knowing more than the doctor.
That was a scary thing
because
because
me insane. Like,
because well, he's a lot younger than me too. So picture me in 21, Dom, with 21 years old. There was no such thing as TRT replacement, right? So that happened to me when I got into like my late 30s, 40s, right? TRT replacement became huge. That was probably you in your 20s, your mid 20s, right? And now I'm going to TRT replacement. I'm 40 something years old, and there's a kid in there 20 something years old. I'm like, why the fuck is this kid there? So then when I started thinking about it, and the more I'm like, these guys are all bullshit, and all these doctors are bullshitting. At the time, it was all about money.
Just money.
It was all about money.
Factory, come in, take the shot, get the hell out.
It was all about. It was exactly what it was, a factory.
And then, like, when I first started going, they used to keep the stuff, and I have to go there, and they would charge me $30 every time I went. But now, since I retired, I said, all right, let me try to get the health into like a good spot.
Yeah.
So I would do I started the peptides, but even now with my TRT, I'm like, I'm not going once a week anymore. I put it in
microdose,
small little pins. I do it 4 times a week.
Yeah.
And everything is so much more stable. My estrogen is low.
Well, because your numbers aren't spiking.
Yeah, I'm going, and you got nothing to do now. Like, I'm not working really. I do personal training, but it's not like a set schedule. So I wake up in the morning, I do my thing, boom, 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 hit the peptides.
People don't believe it when I tell them. I said, you see TRT replacement's a normal thing. I tell my son Gerald, when you're 40, Gerald, he's 21. I go, when you're 40, I said, GH is going to be a normal thing.
I think so too.
Like you're going to go to you're going to get growth hormones from the doctor because of microdosing, but of the benefits of it.
A lot of the peptides are just derivatives.
Yeah,
of the
100%. Well, that's what's taking over right now. The peptides, because it is like that. But it's got such a black cloud all over because people automatically think juice head.
My father, the saying that he keeps like, he's like, oh, the GLPs, what are you doing? I'm like, Dad, you just got prescribed Zepbound, right?
Yeah,
it's the
yeah,
same thing.
Yeah,
He's like, but it's from a doctor. I'm like,
No,
the
it doesn't
doctor doesn't
matter.
necessarily. I know it sounds I'm a garbage man, but the doctor doesn't know really much more than I do. You know, it's all new to them too. Like, there's a doctor in my gym who. He's an anesthesiologist, but he sells peptides. Does he know all about peptides?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
he knows there's money behind peptides.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And he charges everybody a lot.
I agree with that. I tried BP 157 for my shoulder, but my shoulder is so arthritic.
Yeah,
it's not going to do anything for that.
It will help, like the lingering. Like, I think if you have inflammation, dude, like I don't know, everything with me just got better with all the like my CRP, which is your chronic like inflammation. That went down totally. So I attribute that to. Well, it's also you go from you're like grinding, you're working all the time, you're eating, you're drinking. Now you're on the GLP. You're not really. You don't think about all this food, and you could eat 3 eggs and a piece of toast. You're like, oh, I'm good. You know, then I'm like, I'm not even that hungry, but I'll have a Greek yogurt right now. And then you start building this lifestyle of, all right, this is what I eat now. And then on the weekend comes, you eat a little bit more, you have a couple of beers. It's like, I still live a normal life.
It's a weird feeling. Like, I don't know if you know any other people that have been on GLPs. It's a weird feeling not to be hungry.
Yes. The first week is mind-boggling.
We were talking about it before we started, and I sat with my cardiologist, and I asked him. I was like, and it was the other stuff. It's GLPs, and then what's the other nonsense? What's the stuff that the girl's on that looks like a skull now? Is she what? Like Ozempic and shit like that.
That's all GLPs too.
So it's just some different kind of stuff. But I had asked him. I said, what do you think of it? And he was like, I think they're great. He goes, because what people don't understand is your receptors in your stomach got destroyed by all the crap that's in the food. All this nonsense that you ate all those years destroyed your receptors. So it's not telling your brain anymore that you're full.
Yep.
It's got it coded. So this actually breaks away the coding. And now it's telling you, now you're full.
Yeah. Like it's almost weird. Like you eat a piece of fruit and it tastes better. You know what I mean? Because I think your stomach's so jacked up from like not wanting that. It wants
from
like
all the
refined sugars
crap
and stuff.
Shit that's in.
I used to. You ever like when you get up and your stomach does yours like cone? You ever see that? So like I would get up. And
I try not to look at my stomach.
Thought it was.
I never look at my
stomach.
I thought that's the scariest fucking thing.
I thought
ever.
it was a hernia. It looked like something was trying to get out of my stomach, and I'm like, damn, I don't like the way that looks. I just attributed it to being a hernia. lost all the weight, and a doctor told me, nah, that was the visceral fat wrapped around your organs trying to push out. He goes, and now you got rid of all that fat. So now, like, that's all fat wrapped around the organs. And I looked like I wasn't in bad shape. Like, I always thought I was in great shape.
Yeah.
I was just, I was bigger, you know, like jacked up, like power belly, like the big gut with the abs on it. You know what I mean? But turns out, like, I wasn't as healthy as I thought, man. And you feel so much better.
What kills me is the people that, I mean, you could look at a picture and know they're on it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, why are you hiding it? Who cares? Oh, I'm doing a weighted vest.
Stop.
Like, let me tell you something. Your weighted vest ain't taking you. I could see your skull.
Yep.
Like, you could see
Well,
it in
that's the
people's
problem.
face.
That's the problem with people. That you can't just
Too
do
much, right?
It's not even
No,
that.
it's they're not eating.
They're not eating.
So they're not eating.
You got to eat protein.
Yeah.
That's the whole
They
fucking
just
thing
think,
behind
wow,
it.
I'm not hungry, and then they don't eat.
They
don't
get
eat
that
anything.
scary
Yeah.
skeleton head.
Yeah. So like I come out of the gym. Plus, I go to the gym for a really long time. I don't know if that promotes the hunger, but I come out. I'm not starving, but I pop 3 eggs, sourdough toast. Like I'm like, I gotta get this in. You know,
You have to eat it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're forcing yourself.
A lot of
to
weird
eat at
shit's
that
become
point.
my friend.
But like, is that?
Avocado.
It depends. Like, is that better to you? To like the old me would have came home and like, oh, I'll make a sandwich right now, and like it wasn't bad, but like I would eat that sandwich, then I would eat some chips.
Exactly.
And now I'm a little like, what's better? And you have to have that dedication though to push past and eat. Because the women, like a lot of housewives, will take it and then they just don't eat.
Coffee, iced coffee, and
And they
fucking
look scary.
Yes, cancer patients.
looks
like
awful.
that. They all look
skeleton
It
look.
looks terrible.
Bobblehead type
So
shit.
do you think it, in your head, I know you're saying you did the research, you feel like this is a way to get the country more healthy,
100%. I think so.
but they just have to learn how to do it the right way.
Yeah, you can't just. The people are lazy, so it's like they're not gonna go to the gym, which you should. If you're losing all that weight, you're also losing muscle. You know what I mean? If you're not,
Well, that was always the thing. Like, you're going to lose all the muscle.
Well, the Ozempic, that one kind of, from what I hear, it doesn't let you hold the muscle. Like the GLP-3 has the glucagon in it and a more protein synthesis. I can't even say it, but that will help you more. You know, like.
Okay.
And it just comes to your mind because it does mess with your mind. Like we were talking before, how alcoholics stop drinking. Like you could even, the nicotine, it helps you get rid of these cravings. Like it turns your dopamine off almost. So like if whatever you're addicted to really kind of gets toned down. Like I haven't looked at DraftKings in like 6 months. Yeah, not that I was big into it, but like
Tom, I think you could kill the world.
yeah, see, I know. I've been saying it for years, man.
Budweiser's going to come and kill you. Just I'm letting you know.
I could still drink my Miller Lights. You know?
But there'll be but that's a good thing.
But
They should look into that.
If you look at these garages and you look at NYPD, you look at firemen are in pretty good shape because they have to be. Like,
Yeah.
I like that standard that's set. But these guys are all they're chubby and they're fat and they're unhealthy.
Real quick, those tests, those guys, fire department, police, they're required to go for a physical every year.
Yeah.
Sanitation ain't. The physical is like if you can run to, whoever's deli down the block and finish this sandwich with a bag of chips within an hour.
Some guys couldn't fit into spreaders. Remember my buddy?
You ain't gotta tell me,
we
bro.
used to have to grease up his stomach for the steering wheel because when you're driving, you're like, I'm trying to make a right, and you're like, yo, suck it in, bro. And you have to suck it in so you can make the right because his belly's resting on the steering
Bro,
wheel.
there was a guy who used to come from out of town. Like now he's an out of towner. And he used to come in every snowstorm and he would have to go in an FEL.
Yeah, because he's
The
humongous.
only thing he could fit in.
And that starts a war.
And it started wars.
Yeah.
Because senior guys in my district, 20 plus years, were all freaking the fuck out, saying, I got the time to be in the spreader down at the salt mine. You're getting 2 extra hours or 4 extra hours on a snow day, on a Sunday.
Because this guy's too fat to fit in a truck.
Exactly.
You got to put him there.
So it would start wars.
And even for that guy's own health, like you're gonna retire at some point. You want to be.
He
able
ain't
to,
around no more.
Yeah,
I
but
guarantee you.
You want to
It
live.
sucks. Yeah.
You want to live.
They should be some kind of physical for sanitation
Yep.
workers.
Gotta stay.
And there should be some kind of thing when you retire that they tell you what to expect. With
How many guys you see retire come back huge?
Me.
Yes. Yeah,
Well, I had a couple surgeries, but that's just an excuse.
Yeah.
But it is real because if you eat the same and you don't have any activity,
Yeah.
you're going to gain 40 pounds, 50
we're
pounds.
doing a
real
couple
quick.
miles. We're doing work. Like it's not enough. Like people would say, "Oh, the route's my cardio." I'm like, the route's not your cardio.
No, route's just
still fat.
maintaining stuff.
You're still fat, dude, and you
The route maintains a little bit of what you eat. It kind of offsets it.
a little bit, yeah.
But the whole activities of up early, this, that, the other, you're constantly moving kids
The
this,
lack
that.
of sleep kills you, man.
And then all of a sudden, everybody retires. Not everybody's the same.
No.
You know what I mean? I ate like a freak, and I took stuff. Don't get me wrong, but I ate like a freak. Like me and Dom or whoever, we would get hero this and that.
Oh yeah, dude.
And then you eat like that when you leave, and you're not active at all.
How good did we used to eat, man? You do that route, you go to Panantico's, Royal
Bro,
Crown.
I haven't had an actual hero.
John's Deli, motor oil.
I miss a hero.
I used to hit the gym on Bay Parkway, come back, get my John's Deli, and then one day you look in the mirror like, shit.
You ever have that?
Oh, after you eat, you
motor
feel
oil?
like shit.
Your fingers are stained. I love
Yeah,
that
I used to
shit.
get it for Derby party every year, 6 foot.
So good.
I used to bring it in from Staten Island with the motor oil. People would die for it.
So good.
You know, it's even better the next day. But no, so now you're retired. You know, day in the life of Tom now. What are you up to? What's going on?
Well, day in the life, usually wake up, get the kids ready for school or camp or whatever. Then I go hit the gym, Freehold Athletic Club. That's where I work now. So I do like personal training. Business isn't great, but I love doing it. So like that's the goal, right? You know, retire young and get a job where you actually enjoy going. Like I'm never mad to go to work, and plus it's 3 minutes from my house. So
where did you run into Joey Diaz? There?
Yeah, he goes to the Juice Box gym, which is they just rented the front of my gym. So I offered him free training. I tried my best. I love that guy, man. I'm a huge fan. But
so you're just enjoying the family.
Yeah, so then I hit the box, I hit the gym, and then like I transformed over the last couple months, so everyone keeps asking me what I'm on. So I usually just refer my peptide link. That usually helps. Licensed peptides, coupon Scoza, get you 5% off. Like
cool.
That helps. And then it's go time for me and my son. We football practice, baseball practice, freehold. We just went to the sectional championship. We lost last night. We're the third best team in New Jersey, man, for 10-year-olds. So that was
awesome, man.
It was a crushing loss, man. It was such a good run. That was a great group of boys, man.
How old is Sean's son? You know, I don't know if he plays for Freehold anymore. Dowdell, last name Dowdell. You know Sean?
I know Sean. He played on the 11-year-olds.
11-year-olds. All right.
And he just back with us with football too, because he won the championship last year in I think River Plaza for football. Because his father's in Red Bank and the mom's in Freehold. So he's coming. I know Sean good.
Yeah, they went down to like Jacksonville, right?
Yeah,
and won the championship or something.
So now they didn't take him this year, that team. So he's back on. I know because I'm the commissioner of the football league. So I had to get. He's a good dude though. He coached my son when my son was like 5.
Yeah,
so that's
Sean's
how
good
that.
people.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I grew up. His father coached me at St. Peter's.
Oh
football,
really?
high
I know
school.
that guy too. Do you know what's his name? Rich Hansen, the coach.
No, for Peters?
Peters, yeah.
I don't know who's the coach now at Peters.
He was
I
the
have
coach
no
for like
idea. The Christopher? Chris?
No.
I mean, Jesus, Mark.
Cancellieri's JV coach.
Yeah, I don't even know who's coaching down there anymore.
Rich Hansen. I don't know. He said he was the coach at St. Peter's. He goes to my gym too. But anyway, yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, so we do the Freehold boys great baseball program, and now as soon as that ends, it's right into football. We got football practice every day now. The AYF boys.
Yeah, but you're retired, so that's what you want.
The
Enjoy
last
family.
couple years doing the coaching football and then going to work at 5 a.m. was absolutely terrible, especially from where I was.
All right, so before Kirk gets into his lightning round fun he does, how does Tom Scoza want to be remembered?
I was going to say the boxing guy. I would like some recognition for that. It does hurt a little bit. You know, you start an organization like that. It's a big thing, man. It wasn't around before I was there, so I kind of like that. But I just want to be known as a good guy, someone you could talk to. Like I always tried to like be honest with everybody, and like BK7 was my family. I love those guys. So like I could tell those guys anything. I felt like they can come tell me anything. And I do miss those guys a lot. But
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
That is good, man. You want to give out your thing again?
Sure. Licensedpeptides.com and then coupon code SCOZA and coupon code 2026 gets you another 10% off. And if any questions, you follow me on Instagram. What am I? Coach Tom Physique, I think now. I changed it from DSNY Boxing. But you follow me, you get from that code, and I'll coach you through that whole thing on how to research these properly.
Yeah, very good, man.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I will also want to thank Sanitation for giving me the life I have, man, because that's awesome. I got 20 years of work. Now I got a paycheck. I got a family, a house.
And you're young enough to do all this stuff, coaching
man.
kids.
When I was
beautiful thing.
20, when I was 20 years old, all my friends were in college. I'm like, man, this sucks. But now all my boys are like,
You're all
damn,
laughing
bro,
at 'em.
I'm so jealous of
Oh,
you
yeah,
right now.
well,
Yeah,
so-
it's a different world, bro.
Yeah, it's so awesome. Dude.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of working for the city, man.
It's the best. Who would have thought, right? You know, like with garbage man, it's gonna be the best move I ever made. You know? It worked.
But it was
man.
also a fun job. Let's be honest. We had a lot of fun.
Those first like 5 years where it's hell, but it's awesome, right? Like it's you're going through shit. Like you're younger, hopefully. Like some of the guys start old, but when you're young, you could go through all those bouncing.
Yeah.
And it's like that's where you bond with all your boys. Like those 20 kids, like they were all at my.
Because you're all in it together.
They were all at my wedding. Like they were all
Dude,
like
when we got forced, we all got forced. So I was forced with the guys I was fucking around with. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I got forced by myself. You're like,
And
this sucks.
it is crazy how the job takes you from like 21, 20 years old, from single guy to
Married,
party
everybody
guy,
comes
married
together.
guy, family
Yeah,
guy,
they were
retired
all
guy.
wedding.
You know,
Yeah.
It's
like-
funny, man.
It's crazy.
We had a whole
It's
table of sanitation. You know,
It's
that's what you
it's
have.
good stuff, bro.
I'll show you
It's good
that.
stuff.
There's my picture when I first came on. You guys are gonna laugh.
Oh, you don't want to see mine.
Where is it? I gotta find it.
Everybody
this is
thought I
like
was
dead
part of a certain clan.
I don't have it no more. I thought I had my sanitation ID. There it is.
With the retired stamp
Yeah.
I gotta bring my. Oh yeah, you were at the Jersey Shore. Yep.
Yeah.
You was at the Jersey Shore. The spike, Paulie
spike,
D,
Paulie D.
Paulie D hair.
You show that on the camera?
You got it. Which is the closest one? Oh, right here.
Back a little.
There you go, a little pulley D action.
Yeah, man.
No, it was a great
stuff.
job, man.
Yeah, good
It was
run,
a great
man.
job.
Good
Good
run.
stuff.
All right, Tom, this is what we're going to do right now.
All right.
Rapid fire. You've seen me do it, right?
Yeah.
All right, so the first part's going to be sanitation. Questions, all right? Would you rather work snow or garbage?
I love picking up garbage, but snow is a nice break,
All right.
especially when you get older. You get good gigs, you know what I mean?
Day shift or night shift?
Day shifts all day.
Best borough to work in?
Brooklyn for me.
Worst?
Bronx.
Funniest thing you've ever found in the trash?
That's sex doll.
Biggest rat you ever saw? How big was it?
Oh, Jesus Christ. During COVID, like those first, I remember throwing bags over cars and seeing 40 of them come off the bags, like fireworks in the air. It was crazy. I don't know. There was so many, dude.
Cat sized?
Cats, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's the ones me and Wayne like. Working in the heat or working in the cold? What do you prefer?
I go heat, tank top.
Leave after 20 and get your pension or stay later?
I don't see how people. If I give everybody the same advice, your last 5 work really hard just so you have the option.
Yeah.
Like, because if you're, to me, it's weird how you make when you retire. You make more when you're working yearly, but you make more monthly retired sometimes, and it's like I made more money retired than I did working 6 days, which is crazy.
All right. One word to describe a sanitation worker.
I'm gonna say lazy,
Say whatever you want.
but they're not lazy. But some of them are. You know how it goes.
We're going to do this real quick. Fitness. Squats or deadlifts?
Squats,
Cardio or weights?
weights,
Favorite cheat meal?
like a hero.
Coffee or pre-workout?
Both. I have a coffee and a pre-workout.
Burpees, love them or hate them?
Hate them.
Biggest mistake people make in the gym?
Not going.
Okay. Now this one real quick. Boxing. What's the best punch?
I like that overhand. Man.
Hardest punch to master?
All of them. They're so hard. Everything's hard about boxing.
Tyson or Ali?
Tyson was more my guy.
Southpaw or orthodox?
Orthodox, because I'm a righty.
Heavy bag or speed bag?
Heavy.
Best boxer of all time?
That's a hard one. My favorite boxer, it would be Tyson.
Okay. Your favorite boxing move?
Me, I like the overhand, or I like a little leaping left hook. I would do. As a shorter guy, those are the big punches.
And last question, what's the toughest part of boxing?
It's just about the discipline. You gotta work. You gotta run. That's hard.
I don't know. Thank you. I made it easy.
Yeah, that was easy.
Well, Tommy, we want to thank you for coming out.
Yeah, man. I hope I did a
Enjoyed
good
it.
job, man.
No, you did great,
great,
man.
man.
You did great. I
Thank you.
appreciate it. Like we say, we want guys from all the boroughs. So now we had a
Yeah.
Brooklyn guy come in because that's what people say. You got to get other guys from.
Yeah.
You don't want to just hear Staten Island stories. So now we got a little Brooklyn in. You know, where's the Bronx guys to come? You know, rave about the Bronx. Come on down and talk.
If you want to defend the
Show
Bronx,
time,
come on down,
come
man.
Defend it, but
Yeah, I
no,
never
we
really
greatly
met much
appreciate
Queens
it.
guys either.
No.
It was always Brooklyn, Staten Island, Manhattan.
I didn't even think Queens existed.
Yeah.
All right, now we're gonna hear that shit. Bad enough we hear enough.
You know how hard it is
shit,
to
you
go
know.
to Queens too. The
Queens is
the
like
road,
Staten Island.
the lanes, like everyone. It's harder than
Torture.
Staten Island.
It's like going for that highway. I don't even BQE, whatever the
Belt.
fuck you take there to get
Belt,
there.
I think.
It's like playing Mario Kart with potholes and cars just coming out of nowhere. I don't deal with that. It's no good for me. But like I always say, well, I'll say this much, Tommy. Thank you again. It was great to
Thank
meet
you, brother.
and good conversation. And like I always say, be nice to people. You never know what somebody's going through. And thank you very much. Like, share, and stay tuned for the next one.
Keep it up, everybody.
Peace
Thank
out,
you
y'all.
so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me, guys.
No.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah. Get a load of this.